Hi everybody, welcome back to M&E, and today we're back in the kitchen. Today we're going to be making something scrumptious and delicious. And what is it? Well, you already know because you clicked on the thumbnail, so you know that we're making the best meatloaf I've ever made. Now, when it comes to meatloaf, I know some people have a love-hate relationship with it. They either love it or they hate it, and then there's a few people in between who, it's okay, but come on, really, it's like a Salisbury steak, huh? Who really says, you know what, geez, tonight I'm gonna go out to a fancy restaurant and have a Salisbury steak? Well, the same can apply to meatloaf. Now, meatloaf for me, I've always kind of liked it, but the problem that I had was that it was somewhat dry usually and flavorless. I remember having this one meatloaf when I was a little bit younger at this one diner. The cooks were not really cooks. I mean, they were more cooks than me, I guess, but they decided that they're going to call it blackened meatloaf. And they put so much freaking pepper on that meatloaf that I was coughing the majority of the time. I couldn't eat it. It was unbearable. So I decided that I'm gonna make something different. I'm gonna make my version of meatloaf. And my version consists of, well, I have a pound of ground beef sourced from a cow that I purchased, at least a quarter of the cow anyway, and then some ground pork. So it's a pound of ground pork, a pound of ground beef. And what I like to do with mine is add some things to it to kind of make it like a stuffed meatloaf. So I know everyone likes to put, some people put onions in theirs, and I do that too. But what I like to do is put onions, cooked bacon, little chopped pieces, gouda cheese, little cubes, and then wrap that in bacon and then cook that. So that's what we're going to do today. So that's real simple. I pretty much have everything laid out here. I just need one more row of gouda. And you just need about a half a cup of cheese. And you just want to cut them into little bite size or little chunks. And the idea is that once they're cooking inside of the meatloaf, they'll melt, and when you bite into it, especially if you have it when it's warm, it'll be an ooey gooey delicious mess. And that's all what we really want, isn't it? So, as far as other ingredients here, I have 1 egg, I have ketchup and Dijon mustard, which we're going to mix together. We have 1 tablespoon of soy sauce and 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire, that sauce. A half a cup of bacon, a half a cup of onions, and then here we have a mixture of garlic powder, black pepper, and kosher salt. Here we have uncooked bacon. This bacon here is cooked. So we'll give you a better shot of this, and then we'll get to mixing this all up. Alrighty, so we're gonna take our ground beef. Beautiful, beautiful. And our ground pork. And beat our egg. We'll go ahead and pour in our Worcestershire. Oh, hey, easy, easy. Still paying for that. Our gouda, because it's so gouda. All right, enough of the lame jokes. And last but not least, our ketchup and mustard mix. Now you can put anything else you want in here. You know, this is just what I like. All right, and then here comes the fun part. We all love doing this. Oh yeah, just get your hands in there or wear gloves like I do. Let's go to town, get to work. get to work and hope that you didn't put too many things in the air, which has been known to happen. And you want to start shaping it and getting it to where you want to. Now today I'm trying something completely different. I've never done this before. I'm going to not use a loaf pan. I'm going to just do this on a rack and baking sheet. I want to see if I can get the sides to crust and then to get it to a little bit crispy. All right, I know this is a little bit bigger than what I probably need, but like I said, this is somewhat of an experiment. Go ahead and shape your loaf. Now, go ahead and shape it the way you want. Now, I already have the oven preheated to 350. And we're gonna do this for about an hour and check on it. Okay, there you go. Just massage it a little bit so that when it goes in the oven, it's happy. Keeps its shape. I think that's good. All right. Now is the time when you put your topping on. For me, it's ketchup. You can do a little design. And I'm gonna try this as a quick add-on. I like to improvise. This is Chick-fil-A sweet and spicy sriracha sauce. And it is spicy as hell. So we're only gonna put a little bit. Oops, that was more than a little bit. All right, and now we're going to put in the oven. Okay. In you go. We'll see you in a little while. Hopefully you come out delicious. Look at that. Does that not look absolutely delicious? Looks like no meatloaf I've ever seen. Oh yeah. Gooey cheese right there. Ow, hot. Okay, so was that the best meatloaf I've ever made? No, I'm afraid not. It didn't come out the way I expected it to. Now, granted, I haven't made meatloaf in 5 years plus, maybe. But everything in that recipe was mine. The ground pork, the ground beef, the smoked gouda, the onions, all the seasoning. That was all me. The only thing I tried differently while making this was to cook it outside of a loaf pan on a regular sheet pan with a rack, and to cook it at 350 for 45 minutes. And now that wasn't enough time. It was about an hour and a half, I think, and it just came out really dry. And I suspect one of the reasons why is that the meatloaf, when it's in a loaf pan, gets to stir in its juices and bathe, if you will. So while it's bathing, it's soaking all those juices up and maintaining its deliciousness. Now, I did make a second one, and this will probably be the best meatloaf I've ever made. Oh yeah, there we go. Now take a look at that. Look at it, swimming and bathing in all of that juicy flavor and fat. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. And it's not gonna be dry. It smells so good. Anyway, I'm gonna go here and let this finish resting, cooking in its juices, and then we'll come back, take it out, slice it open. Hopefully it's everything we want it to be. I think it's going to be. I can't wait, and I bet you can't either. I'll see you back in just a little bit. How does that look? Oh, it broke a little bit. That's okay, that's kind of the fun of this whole thing. It's messy and it's delicious. Let's go right down in the middle. Ooh, it's nice and, oh yeah. Okay, time to try a little morsel here and see how this is. I'm gonna try and see if you can see how juicy this is. Now in this recipe, the only thing I changed from the first meatloaf to this one is I added some sliced onions and peppers. Onions and peppers. So that's about it. Everything else is exactly the same. Holy ass, as Sam, the cooking guy, would say. Oh my God. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is the best meatloaf that I have ever made. Please, once again, if you don't like meatloaf or aren't a fan, try this. It will change your mind, and as it blows your mind, it's so good. Oh my God. I didn't say eat the whole thing. I just said have a piece.
These are my, they crumbled.
Okay,
These are mine.
How does that compare to the other meatloaf? GCSF. Good. And that's probably because it was able to soak in all this fatness and glory. Look at all that. All right, well, we know what we're having for dinner tonight. This delicious meatloaf.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you recording?
Enough said, bye.